안녕하세요. 최면치료사 시몬설입니다. 앞으로 들으실 내용은 영어 최면 유도문인데요. 좋지 않은 기억을 없애고 좋은 기억만 살아나도록 내 과거를 기억을 바꾸는 그런 최면 유도문입니다. 편한 상태에서 이완된 마음으로 들어보시고 이해할 수 있는 영어는 이해하시고 이해하지 못하는 것도 무의식이 편안하게 흡수시키도록 편하게 들으시면 됩니다. 마음도 편하게 하고 영어도 무의식이 바로 흡수할 수 있도록 해줄 수 있는 좋은 기회가 될 것입니다. 눈을 감고 즐겨보세요. Enjoy! Welcome to a self-hypnosis experience with Simone Grace. All you have to do is listen to my voice. You don't have to think very hard. You don't have to think about anything. You just let your mind be stirred up by my words, just listening to my voice, enjoying the sensation of just being and bringing your awareness to your breath so that we can begin the process of relaxation. And notice your breath going in and out of your body. No need to make them any different, though you might find it more comfortable to make those breaths deeper and longer and to breathe in with more of your body. And just take a nice, long, leisurely time with those out breaths. And these breaths might remind you of a time when you were really relaxed. And if you don't remember, your body will remember what it's like to really let go and relax. And as you remember that with that body, you can access that feeling now. Feeling really relaxed, comfortable, feeling good. Now, I'm willing to bet that you've had experiences when something that you thought was an absolute fact became the opposite of what you came to believe later on. And you see, that's the nature of time. You might have noticed how time changes everything. And in fact, without time, nothing at all changes. Light wouldn't exist without motion, and motion doesn't exist without time. So right now, as you listen to my voice, I want you to take the time to go way, way back into your past and find some nice, pleasant memories that you haven't thought about for a long time. Because a lot of things happened to you earlier in your life, things that were fun, things that were pleasant, pleasurable, important, or maybe just in a vanishing moment. And right now, the most important thing is that your unconscious mind begin to learn to separate out one thing from another, to begin to work actively and sort through those past memories to find one that is just pleasant enough. And I want you, that's right, to enjoy that process. And when you find that pleasant memory, I want you to experience those feelings. Get inside that pleasant memory and notice the smells and sounds and tastes of what goes on, because inside that memory is enjoyment for your conscious mind. And inside that memory is the foundation that your unconscious mind can use to build an entirely new learning. Now, inside that memory, that pleasant memory, something is occurring. And do you know what the name of that something is? That's right. Remember that name. That's a set of words that you can remember later on. Now, when you go through life, you go from one memory to another, and only at one point they weren't even memories, they were just experiences. And as you moved from one experience to another, you'd have an enjoyable one, but as time went on, your enjoyment would change to something else, because there were also experiences which were pretty unpleasant, and some which really scared you, some which you fought your way through, and from which you learned a lot about living. That's right. And as you go through those experiences, you said to yourself, never again. And as time went on, those unpleasant experiences faded into the past, and they became the basis of powerful new learnings about how to cope with the world in a way that is effective. They were useful, however, they're not nearly as useful as what happens when you say the name of that pleasant memory. Say the name to yourself, and as you do, you can go back there again. That's right. Go back inside that memory, the pleasant one, and find the enjoyment. That's right. Because you forgot to do something. Lots of people forget. When you go from a pleasant experience to an unpleasant one, you don't use the pleasantness as a way of coping. On the other hand, when you leave an unpleasant experience to go to a pleasant one, somehow it's easy to take the unpleasantness with you. It seems foolish somehow, but it's easier that way. And if you take some time, take a deep breath and let that pleasant memory be enjoyed, and that unpleasant memory really fade, and then move forward and go back into that pleasant memory, that enjoyable memory. And when you're in that memory this time, you tell yourself, I'll never forget this again, because some things are a resource that you want to take with you, to be at your beck and call, and some things are a burden and they're no longer needed, and you find that you can simply let time do its thing and forget before you remember what was really pleasant and keep its name in your heart.